us. What's going on? My name is Akasan.
What's up, Super Crew? Stacy-san, good to see you again.
Hey, it's Terry.
And look at us. We're all back. We're all back.
All back.
Black Wave. What? 3/4 of Black Wave or whatever. We need a different name, actually. We do. Just for the three of us, we need some different name.
We'll come up with something and let you know in the next video.
Or you guys come up with something for us because we ain't figuring. Nah, never mind. I don't know if we want to see some of the comments you guys will be coming up with. 3 amigos. 3 Negros. Oh.
Oh, no.
Anyways, we're back and we're still alive. Coronavirus kicking everybody's ass, but we got no fear. So, you know, we're doing the damn thing because we're not dumb. Yeah. What? There you go. Hey, shout outs to Rad Reed.
Rad Reed said, how about you hurry up and bring your ass back to the channel like chop chop.
Well,
like
your wish is
that's so messed up.
Is that even
Thank you.
part of a thread I'm part of or anything? No, right?
Just some random shit.
Random shit was mentioned.
So weird. Okay. Anyways, well, cheers to the returning DC Sun. And
thank you.
No, we're not trying to be offensive to anybody, but at the same time, I'm also making a statement of, like, don't be dumb and, like, enjoy your corona. It has nothing to do with the virus.
Yeah, and this one's extra.
Extra. Corona. All right, there you go. And also, DC Sun did bring some gifts as well. What is this?
So, I am partnered with Don Sueños Tequila. This is one of our 3
Sponsorships, yes.
Take a look at that. This is very good tequila. Agave. I don't know how to put it for you guys because there are 3 different kinds. I'm gonna bring those.
Agave?
Yeah,
nice.
It's good. It's good. This is the Reposado. We have the Blanco and the Anejo, which I'll bring next time for you to try. What's the one?
No! Oh shit!
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's strong.
Oh, by the way, for this tequila, you don't chug it.
Okay. Yeah, I was about to be like, and yada yada yada.
So for this, we'll take a short swig. Dozo.
Okay.
Wait. Party foul. Cheers.
Toss a coin. Oh
and
God.
For those who are drinking, drink responsibly.
It's like a little potion.
Holy shit, it is like the Witcher potion. Yeah. All right. Speaking of which, well, thank you for the sponsorship.
No
for
problem.
DC Sun, yes.
That and if you have questions about Don Sueños, where you can get it, more information, just take a look at the link on my Instagram page, and you'll have it there, or just look up Don Sueños.
Sponsorships. We need them. Honest Trailers, The Witcher. You guys.
Yeah, that's right.
You forgot what we were filming?
Yeah, I did. I remember him mentioning it to me earlier, and I was like, "Oh, okay, that's fine," because I haven't seen it.
Here we are. Honest Trailers, The Witcher, one of the best shows I've watched last year or this year, technically. How about DC Sun? Or Terry Sun? You enjoyed it? I think you said it was kind of boring. Huh?
I saw it was man. I liked it, but it just for me. For one thing. I did not like the way they told the story in that,
really
unlinearly.
That was the most interesting part for me.
That's most interesting for me. I like that
because it kept me guessing. Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe
it's
that's
three timelines going at once, and I like that.
Maybe that's why they did that, but I was like, I just wasn't in the mood already, and then it's oh god, and I kept comparing it, unfortunately, to Game of Thrones,
which is understandable. I don't understand people getting mad at people comparing it to because it's understandable.
One of the most iconic TV shows ever
of medieval kind of fanfare. So. Yeah, I mean, I'm watching C right now, which is on Apple TV with Jason Momoa, and I'm fucking still comparing it to Game of Thrones. So, it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
You're dealing with high fantasy and medieval themes and things of nature, so it's going to happen no matter what you watch, especially if you watched anything Game of Thrones related. But with that said, I enjoyed it. I like that they had the story going on where it wasn't so linear, because sometimes with some shows when you're watching it, it's okay, but it also, in the opposite direction, gets boring.
I agree.
You know what I didn't like most about it though?
The titties.
The little girl.
Too short.
The little girl.
Siri.
Really?
Her little thing.
Why would you not
Why?
like?
Why?
Yeah.
I didn't like her story, like the way she something about her journey. She was making all the typical mistakes. That's like, come on, you're so stupid. And of course she's a little girl, but it's like I don't even want to see this.
But I thought it was like, for example, like when Home Dude was like the shapeshifter and everything. I thought she defended herself fairly well.
It took a bit though. At first, she's like, "Oh my god, I'm really happy to see." Like.
But I'm actually happy about that, because if she were just
Right.
all powerful right off the bat, it's
Right.
like, okay, that's
Right.
a little weird.
Yeah.
Because even
If she was smarter, I don't know.
even in the books, when she figures out that she has some type of ability, she doesn't know how to use it. She actually needs real training.
All right. Well, let's see how Honest Trailers tears at a new asshole.
First, so worried.
Corn to you. You know they're gonna talk about
I
this.
do like the song though.
For sure, they're gonna talk about it.
Based on the books you've been meaning to read, that got spun off into games you've been meaning to finish, comes a series that's meant to be the next Game of Thrones, but ended up more like the next Xena Warrior Princess.
Yes, I kept thinking.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
I ain't mad at it.
That's not a bad
The
thing.
Witcher.
It's not. It's not that.
Get ready for the most watched Netflix show ever, because they changed how they count the views as you enter a sprawling fantasy world that seems pretty complicated on the surface, but boils down to a vaguely Polish Tolkien with swears.
Did your mother a snowman?
When there's something strange in your bog or woods, who you gonna call? A Witcher.
You don't scare me.
That's too bad.
Highly trained mutant killing machines who every moron in the land wants to pick a fight with for some reason.
You mutant son of a bitch.
Did not know you were a witcher. I've always wanted to play with one.
Ride along with the titular Witcher, Geralt, as Henry Cavill mean mugs his way through the continent, searching for the minimum number of syllables required to carry a series.
Fuck, is this every...
You must have some review for me. 3 words or less.
His destiny will be tied to Ciri, a baby Yoda with the power of Screamo. Yennefer, a girl who left the Hogwarts to Deep State Mage pipeline to go live by her own rules, selling boner weed. And tagging along is the foppish bard character, who everyone hates.
My name is Julian Alfred Pancake.
Aye.
Damn it, Yaskier! Oh, please, not the
With a song or two that everyone begrudgingly admits is actually pretty good.
Toss a coin to your witcher.
Huh, I guess even fantasy realms have to deal with their own version of John Mayer.
Oh, Valley of Penis! Oh, God!
That sucks.
That's a good point, though.
Watch
I
the
did think it was
action,
gonna-
drama, and complete lack of comedy unfold across a typical episode where Geralt comes across a problem he doesn't want to get involved in,
I want you to join my team.
No,
then totally gets involved in it.
I'm in.
While Ciri runs through some woods boringly, Yennefer's dress comes off. Then we switch timelines, only you don't realize it since half the characters don't age, so just enjoy an awesome sword fight. Some cool magic sometimes, I guess. Out come Yennefer's boobs again. And at the end of the day, it turns out man was the real monster all along. It's a formula I can totally get behind. Oh, the next one's already started. So if you ever wanted a show to put images in your head that would match the phrase porcupine wedding, sexy hunchback, or magical hysterectomy, then you are super weird like us, and we finally have a show to enjoy together. Because if Peak TV was all about 12-hour movies you have to binge all at once to appreciate, then I welcome the return of shows that can say, tonight on Witcher, meet a bog monster who's also a beautiful lady, coming up after an all-new Buffy, only on UPN.
Wow.
Starring Silent but Deadly, the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Hey Siri.
My ballads bring all the coins to the bard.
Blood Sugar X Magic, Baths, Beheadings, Barf, Bibs, Midsummer, Whisper Voices,
We're not supposed to be out. What are you, child?
Talking about coin.
How much coin feel Kiki more than?
You seem to find coin pretty charming yourself.
I have enough coin to rebuild our house.
10% of all your coin.
You fled with that coin.
My coin.
My coin. Coin.
Talking about destiny.
You don't believe in destiny?
I have to find my destiny.
It's your destiny.
He is your destiny.
She's your destiny.
Destiny.
Destiny. Destiny.
Destiny.
Destiny.
Destiny.
Destiny. Destiny can go.
Destiny's fucking throw up. Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And that song you finally got out of your head. And it's back.
Yeah.
The Hair Witch Project. Okay, you just buried a baby at low tide, barely an inch into the sand. You might as well just chuck him into the ocean if you're not going to put some elbow grease into it.
Return from whence you came.
Oh, wow. That's messed up.
I'm the Honest Voice Guy, and I approve this message. Volleyball is just professional hot potato. Get over here. On Nom Nom Nom. Nom Nom Nom. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. Never give up, and good luck will find you.
Well, there you go. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, they were right. They were right. Yeah.
That was good. And it's funny, I did not like series or whatever fuck her name is.
The girl?
So, yeah, her stuff.
Yeah.
But like the Geralt's adventures, those were dope as fuck.
Yeah, that was
like
great.
all those little micro, adventures he was going on. Like when he made the Pact of Destiny.
Yeah.
You know, when he met the queen and and
law of rule or
Yeah,
something like the rule
the
of
law
law.
of
promise.
Yeah. And
rule of chaos.
That whole thing where he got dressed up and
Yeah.
went to the ball
Yeah.
with them and all that was a great fucking sequence.
Yeah.
Also with the crazy daughter monster thing or
Oh
whatever.
the aborted baby.
Yeah. That's man, those were great. Those were nice. That's why I was always thinking like, man, this is like some not Xena, but the
Hercules.
Kevin Sorbo's Hercules. Yeah, that's what I liked about it. So, but at the end of the day, like I said, I was comparing it to
Throneage.
Game of Thrones.
But and the thing about the difference with Game of Thrones is the fact that I feel like Game of Thrones actually can have, like we were just watching Black Sails before this, and I get kind of turned off by a lot of the talking in Black Sails. But Game of Thrones,
understandable.
But Game
That's
of Thrones, there's people talking, and you're just like, oh yeah, you're hanging on every word, everything they say, everything they do is just so good that you can watch
Dialogue pops better.
Yeah. And maybe you also have better actors. I don't know. Are just more intriguing
I think
characters.
The way that it played out is like, okay, you have a throne or a specific focal point.
That's a good
Everybody
point.
wants
That's a good
that
point.
specific focal point.
So
where
you kind of know where everybody's
going.
they're going.
It's a simple premise, but also can be very complicated. Yeah, everyone's going for the crown.
Right.
Yeah.
Where
so
Black
that-
Sails is like, okay, this week is
right.
this
Some
group,
betrayal,
but
some
this
backstab.
week we
Yeah,
got
right.
gold, and this guy betrayed him. She was like, but you're the same. four
Whereas
people.
I feel that's the one fault I think The Witcher kind of had was and it's good that they kind of got it out of their system in season 1, but season 2 they definitely need more of a focal point of
what's the mission?
Well, not just that, just who's the who are these people that are raiding the castles? They showed
Nilfgaard?
Yeah, they showed the bad guys, quote unquote, but they didn't really explain what do they want, what are they doing, and why were some of the bad guys fighting each other. That shapeshifter was fighting the other dude. Like, they didn't really go into that too deep. They kind of teased it, but they're gonna have to in season 2. They're gonna have to start laying that out a little bit more, just so you know, because the first season was all about inner conflict with
within the kingdom,
within the characters that we were the 3 people, Cersei maybe being the least of it, but definitely Ciri, with Yennefer being probably the most, seeing how much she's developed. But there was a good amount of time that they jumped, and I'm like, damn, I kind of wanted to see why did she get so bitter after achieving the dream that she always wanted of serving the royal people, and then she just became bitter after a while
because she realized that it wasn't worth it, and that every royal family is the same.
I get
or
it.
has
No,
similar
I get it,
problems.
but I feel like
she
they
gave up for no reason.
But I feel like they jumped a lot, and it's fine because
In time, you mean?
Yeah, in time because we already saw
30 years.
The episode we saw was her tearing out her fetus and shit, doing the power,
years, yeah.
getting the king, and then after that we already see her disgruntled. Like I'm like, damn, okay, well, it would have been nice to see a little bit more because the last episode we just saw how hard you worked to get to that point. Okay.
What's interesting about that was,
and then she buried a dead baby.
Yeah, after
like,
after that time jump, looking back on it, you know the significance of her. What she wants. She wants to have a kid. She wants to have a kid because she gave up her her ovaries or uterus in order to have babies, and then she had that little experience in the carriage with the fucking mom that was like, "Here, hold her, give him back to me," and then the fucking baby died. It kind of gives her like a. The scene could have been maybe could have been acted a little bit more where she really feels like, man, I should have a kid. I don't know, but
I don't even know if it. I think the thing with the baby was just her signifying that this world is kind of shit and like it's not even you're one of the lucky ones because you died before you could even live.
Yeah, but also I see that, but I also see her regretting that she gave up the opportunity to be able to have children because that's an aspect of life she won't get.
Yeah,
and there's no amount of magic that can reverse that. Yeah, so she's regretting that move for what she thought would make her happy, and it took X amount of years for her to realize it doesn't.
It's a very human concept.
She's just as bad as she was before, but now she just has more magical power.
What I will say is that I do feel like they don't need a CW over explain it, but I do feel like they kind of really just kind of went through Gerald's decision to pair with her. I forgot how he did it, but he made a wish.
With the djinn. He whispered it something
like that, and I was just like, why? I
figured he just liked her. Like
right, yeah. Like I was like, that was kind of weird. Like
it was, but I also looked at it potentially being a connection that he thought or felt that he had with someone that was
immortal in some
not
sense.
Just immortal, but just as damaged as him, but understood him differently than the average human that's always begging for help one minute and then turning it back on him the next.
It was just kind of it was a very virgin move. It's like, oh, you finally got some good pussy and now you're just like, all right, I want to be bonded. Like,
but that's actually what I liked because, he just from traveling around, he does,
right.
He exercises his right, whatever. For those and then he finds someone that's like, yo, I actually feel a connection with this chick. I want to be here.
Okay.
I like that.
Fair enough.
I enjoyed the show.
Yeah,
there's slow parts to it, but I like that.
I never felt it was that slow though. Actually,
there's some slow part when series section is slow compared to everybody else's. But I like that because if she automatically learned too quickly, I'm turned off by her character automatically.
Like I will say, yes, they do a lot of introductions to certain people that we never really get any background information. Like the fire goalie, the forest Amazon women in the forest. Yeah, they're there, but it's like okay, they just really never show up. Hopefully later in the future, but I don't know.
I'm glad they didn't give me too much at once because then I feel like season 2 wouldn't be so anticipated.
It's a cliffhanger ending,
and having the storylines do what they did made it interesting for me, like we mentioned before, but having his character interact with different people to show him at different times, but his the way he interacts with the people or change over time, I like that because it made his character more interesting instead of just rooting and killing.
I will have to say, while watching C last night, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, damn, the entire Justice League and everybody from the original DCEU are just branching out into their own series because they ain't got anything else they can do right now in terms of a Justice League type movie. But I couldn't help but think about The Witcher when watching Jason up there doing his Aquaman kind of stuff. But what I will say is that I think The Witcher by far was Henry's best performance I've ever seen him in, because and then that's excluding the Tudors.
No, I'm trying to think
because I haven't watched the Tudors. But fuck like that. But I thought he was. Terry and I actually watched Fallout together.
Yeah, because I was thinking I really liked him in Fallout.
Yeah,
I did not.
I really did. He came off as the perfect asshole for the.
Yeah.
I thought he was struggling with his American accent and just didn't really. He wasn't like in his flow. But you see him in Uncle, I think.
The Man from Uncle.
Yeah,
that was good.
Like when you see him in his natural kind of like accent, like he looks so much. He has more comfortable compared to like Man of Steel, Justice League, Fallout. When he's doing the American accent, I feel like he's trying to get this like very low tone, bored, like accent that to me comes off kind of like flatlining a lot.
Do you think?
Really? Because I liked him in Fallout. I thought he was great.
Yeah. He was good in certain scenes, but when first introducing him, I was just like, yeah, okay, I don't know about all this. But later, when the twist was revealed, then it seemed like he really started to wake up and be more interesting, in my opinion. So you know. But in the interviews, he always seems like a really cool guy. So I felt that Witcher was his best performance to date, because it works with what he's good at, I think. So
brooding,
yeah,
flexing,
something like that. I don't know. It's really hard to explain, but yeah, that's. But you know, when I've seen him in comedies, he's actually pretty good.
He's pretty good.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just feel like I was saying this about Jason off camera, is like I feel there's certain roles they got to be careful about being typecast as, because I feel they're so much better when they're being more comfortable or being more just naturally entertaining or just comedic sometimes. Right. Like Jason is really funny when he's doing certain roles. Same thing with Henry. So I don't know. I don't know.
Do you think given has nothing to do with those two? Do you think The Rock has been somewhat typecast? Because the roles that he plays are similar or different?
I feel that it's a funny thing because I think about that too, because I think will Jason or Henry ever be on the same caliber, on the same level as The Rock? Probably not. But because I think movies are created for The Rock.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's put himself into that.
Right.
But I do like his experimentation. He did that one movie, Snitch or something like that.
Yeah.
I thought, it wasn't the greatest movie, but he gave it his best shot. I also like that movie where he doesn't talk much, but he's running around killing people for revenge. Faster. Yes. Because he just gets out of jail. He's got a scar or something.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like that.
Never even heard that.
The Rock, like when it's not a good
for his brother, right?
Yeah, it was the brother. It's not the best movie, but like I like when he experiments. But then he also sticks to what he knows. That's cool.
But that's and those are the movies that make him the most money. That's the thing. But he, like you said, he experiments. Like example,
and then people
to me,
shit on him for
the best movie I've seen him in, where I felt him like have a lot of, he portrayed something really great, was I think it's called Walking Tall.
Okay, that's based on a true story.
And exactly. That showed a lot.
Sad.
Yeah, it was really, but it showed a lot of emotion coming out of The Rock, and I'm like, damn. But to answer your question, it's just like, the thing is, The Rock has had years upon years, even before hitting the silver screen, is he's had years as an entertainer, and he has found a particular personality that works well with the masses.
Right.
And I think that's why he's just so good at what he does. So, we are seeing Dwayne Johnson, but at the same time, even to this day, I'm still seeing The Rock everyone's fighting fucking giant monkeys and Rampage and all that. Every once in a while he'll throw in a little people's eyebrow, or I'll see him do a wrestling move when he grabbed what's his name, Jason Statham or whatever.
Jason Statham. Yeah.
Statham,
and put him through the table.
He gave him the rock. He gave him the rock bottom, and the camera spun. I was like, yeah, come on! And that's one of the reasons for me, the next Fast and the Furious movie, I'm not as interested, because the People's Champ is not in there.
Well, they got Johnson.
Unless
you can't see me.
Okay, I will say that was a pretty nice move.
Yeah, his memes are insane. Yeah. I miss those memes.
I don't know. They could surprise us and have him come in, cameoed somewhere. You know how they always have something at the end of the movie?
Oh,
they might
so you think they're going to marvel it up and they're going to show Hobbs coming back
look
at the end?
Look at what they've done with
Hobbs
the past,
and John Cena coming in, yeah.
The last 4 installments, they've had some type of extra clip at the end that ties the stories together, or is like, hey, this person actually is alive.
Sorry.
I think maybe, and partially hoping, that what they do is they take what they had in Hobbs and Shaw and what's happening in Fast and Furious 9 and blend them together to streamline the stories. Because that would make sense. Because Cypher?
The Asian guy.
No. Charlize Theron's character.
Oh, I don't know.
Her character, who's supposed to be like this huge tech guru or whatever, would be the head of that company that's in Hobbs and Shaw, which is also the reason why Han is back.
That guy. That's the Asian guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's your off-topic comment for today.
Yeah.
Almost got it to 30 minutes. All right. And to wrap it all, and then in the end, Henry Cavill comes out like, you just have to go fuck it up today. Like that.
If Henry Cavill goes in the Fast and Furious, I think that franchise is going to explode. Because it's just...
Oh, that'd be great. I would love to see him.
I mean, that'd be cool, but it's like, well, okay, who's next?
Jason, look, the whole fucking Justice League is going to be coming back.
Then Vin Diesel's going to be like, now I've got no more camera time.
Well, you saw Batman already stole Dom's car for the Batmobile, but anyway.
What? Are you serious?
I don't know. I haven't seen the images. Maybe we'll get to it.
Yeah, okay. We'll see you later. I need to check that out. Peace.